South Africa is the giant of Africa. Nigerian tech investor sparks debate. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. A Nigerian entrepreneur and CEO of Swift Corp, Victor Asemoto, has sparked a debate online by dismissing the age-long claim that Nigeria is the giant of Africa. He took to Twitter and stated that South Africa is the actual giant, while responding to reports that the country accounts for about 73% of the 1.6 million Netflix users in Africa in 2022. It read, and I quote, Netflix had 1.6 billion users in Africa in 2022. South Africa accounts for 73.3%, Nigeria accounts for 10.5%, and Kenya accounts for 3.9%. Reacting, Asemoto quoted the post and wrote, South Africa is the giant of Africa. The tech investor comment elicited mixed reaction from Nigerians on the microblogging platform. Now, the reaction that threw the post read thus. No be like 13 Netflix account the whole Nigeria they use. Another pinned, South Africa is the giant of Africa because they have the most Netflix subscriptions. Another pinned, they don't use Vibes and Emilio Con to pay for subscription, but cash. Another commented, Nigeria has its own film industry and that Netflix barely touches. This has to do with FX and the dollar. Another opined, even that film industry is looking outside for dollars. Another commented, actually owning a TV and subscribing to the entertainment is one of the biggest signs of poverty. Rich nation will prioritize productivity over entertainment, so kindly drop this argument. Another opined, Nigeria is not even the giant of Africa. The giant of West Africa, talk about Africa as a whole. Another pinned, the real takeaway is that Africa has no actual giant. Even if you took away South Africa market share for these streaming providers, it will be barely noticed. Fair enough, South Africa must have more disposable income, but Nigerians share password more though. We have more than 2 to 3 people using one Netflix account. Another opinion, you cannot expect much from Nigeria because of our network provider that crooks. 1 gigabyte is not 1 gigabyte, and so people cannot even watch Netflix. Another opinion, elsewhere someone said population means nothing if you cannot buy anything. Well, I don't agree with the man. Alright, you see this issue, to me, let them drop it. Coming out to measure, no. Let them drop it. Yes, now you cannot come outside to say this is who is the giant of Africa because of how much they buy or how much of the product they use. No, you can't say that. But South Africa, in terms of infrastructural, tech, police organizations, sports, currency, etc., is far advanced than Nigeria. It's just a bitter fact. Well, there is actually much to this. Okay, my G, the distance between South Africa and Nigeria in every aspect of human life is like walking from South Africa to Nigeria. Another opinion, only the whites are allowed. Only the whites are reasonable in South Africa. The blacks are no match with Nigerians. They're a bunch of lazy pigs. We're talking about the country economy. We are talented people in Africa, no doubt about it. All right. So just like somebody said, you're talking about, how do I put it? We are talking about not just, you can't just come outside and say it is because of, how am I going to put it now? You cannot come out and say South Africa is the giant of Africa because of Netflix. Come on now. Come on. No. you should come outside with strong reasons. It is actually very wrong to come outside and see a particular country is better than this country just because of this. Come on. The country that gives you the most money is the giant. Nah, Africa does not have any giant. Sincerely, let them come out and talk about politically. Let them come and talk about, how the youth, the economy of that particular country, their values, their principles. If you're talking about all these things, we can come outside and you maybe agree with you. But as far as I'm concerned, I never see the country be the giant of Africa. And it's certainly not Nigeria. All right. I am proud to be a Nigerian because it's my father country and I'll serve it with all my strength. No, that's not what they're saying. They're saying South Africa is better than Nigeria. How am I going to put it? South Africa is actually, they say is the giant of Africa. So you coming out to say you love your country, no. Bring an argument, eh? Bring an argument. South Africa is a mixed race of black, white, and colored. Hence, they could be leading in terms of technology and infrastructural development. Left for the blacks there, they are not near to Nigeria or Egypt. However, the GDP of Nigeria surpasses that of South Africa. Okay, this guy is acting weird. Let me see South African. Then why get higher subscription just like multi-choice? My own is at the end of the day, we are trying to know where this is coming from, where this is going. A country that has the highest number of unproductive people on earth, you are comparing it with stabilized. I tell you, it is different. It is actually different. It is even wrong for you to come out. No. Really, really wrong. It is not how populated a country that determines the giantness. It is how productive it is. Exactly per capita. If you divide South Africa GDP with their population and divide Nigeria's GDP with their population, you will see that South Africa is more productive than Nigeria. Thus, South Africa is the giant of Africa, not Nigeria. Besides, Nigeria is not up to 200 million people. Not Nigeria's population is inflated, which is a shame and the cost to South Nigerians. Right. But I forgot to mention that the fact that South Africa has the highest wealth inequality in the world. Come stay in South Africa, you'll be ashamed to be a black man. The GDP per capita in South Africa is only for the whites and the people in the southern areas. The black South Africans only get our 500 rand and the whites get 35,000 rand. Wow. But me, I think it's totally wrong to come out and base his opinion here. All right, on this note, you have come to the end of his news. We say thank you for telling me to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Well, this issue of